Hey guys, so I've just spent my midnight watching the Apple Special Event 2019. Some of you may have missed it or you didn't want to spend more than 2 hours to know what's happening, so I'm here to save your day because I'm going to summarize the whole event for you. Let's do this. So I'm going to tell you what's the most important or what I think you guys would like to know first about the event, which I'm guessing is the iPhone 11, the iPhone 11 Pro and the iPhone 11 Pro Max. After a million rumors and guesses, this is the last and official names of this year's iPhone. So we can say goodbye to the letter R and X or 10, however you want to call it. So the iPhone 11 is the successor to the iPhone XR, and the iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max will be the successor to iPhone XS and XS Max. Let's start with the iPhone 11. It has a similar liquid retina display as the iPhone XR. It has haptic touch, spatial audio with Dolby Atmos and IP68 rating. While the XR made an impression with its bright color last year, the iPhone 11 decided to take on a pastel path with pastel yellow, green and purple alongside its usual color of black, white and product red. Sadly, there's no U-turn for Apple now because the company is sticking with the not-so-pretty square camera bump. But the iPhone 11 now has 12-megapixel dual camera, where the second one works as an ultra-wide-angle lens. Apple mentioned that its portrait mode will also be better with the extra lens, and there will be a new camera interface, a high-key mono option, and you can finally take pictures of your pets with better depth of field. On the front, you'll get a 12-megapixel camera that supports slow-mo, so you can finally take what Apple called slow-fi during the event. As for video, the phone supports 4K video at 60 frames per second, and you can switch the main lens to its ultra-wide lens with the zoom wheel found on its new interface. The iPhone 11 also has a longer battery than the XR, 1 hour to be exact. I know it's a bit little, but I'll take whatever Apple has to offer. Now, the iPhone 11 Pro models, they have a new display called the Super Retina XDR. It's the so-called Pro display with the brightest display ever seen on an iPhone, and I have no trouble believing that because Apple pointed out that it has 1200 nits of brightness at peak. As rumors have suggested, the 11 Pro now comes with a 5.8-inch display, while the 11 Pro Max has a 6.5-inch display. Unlike the iPhone 11, the Pro models come with a textured matte glass back in 4 colors: midnight green, space grey, silver and gold. Just like the iPhone 11, the Pro models also have a longer battery life. The iPhone 11 Pro is said to have 4 hours more compared to the iPhone XS, while the iPhone 11 Pro Max has 5 hours more of battery life compared to the XS Max. Apple also mentioned in the event that they will be including an 18-watt charger with USB-C to Lightning cable for the Pro models, so yay! But sadly, that's not for the iPhone 11, so you still get the typical charger for that. As for its cameras, Apple has decided to be inspired by a fidget spinner and Mickey Mouse, so the Pro models will feature 3 12-megapixel cameras, the third being a telephoto lens. But let's appreciate Apple trying to catch up with others. Well, these phones all come with the new A13 Bionic chip, and if you think the A12 Bionic chip is already good enough, then you're in for a treat. Apple talked about how all its cores are 20% faster but uses up to 40% lower power compared to the A12 Bionic chip. Apple claims that the A13 Bionic chip is the fastest CPU and GPU in a smartphone, and if that's not enough, it also has the best machine learning performance. The iPhone 11 has 3 storage configurations: 64GB, 128GB and 256GB, and it starts at the price of 3,399 ringgit. On the other hand, the Pro models has a 64GB variant, a 256GB variant and a 512GB variant. The iPhone 11 Pro starts at 4,899 ringgit, while the iPhone 11 Pro Max starts at 5,299 ringgit. Moving on, let's talk about the Apple Watch Series 5. So this watch now has an always-on retina display, meaning that the display is always on, so you can check on the time or your health metrics without needing to tap the watch or raise your hand. The Series 5 has a new titanium option and also a ceramic option for its case, but apart from that, it's quite similar to the Apple Watch Series 4. It also has a built-in compass and a new safety features that lets you call emergency numbers in international countries. Sadly, we heard nothing about the sleep tracking feature that many had hoped for. The Apple Watch Series 5 will now cost 1,749 ringgit, and Apple also lowered the price for the Series 3, so it now costs 849 ringgit. The last hardware that Apple has announced during its event is the new 7th generation iPad with a 10.2-inch Retina display. It features support for the Apple Pencil and Smart Keyboard and will finally be running on the iPad OS that was announced earlier this year. With the A10 Fusion chip, the new iPad can easily handle gameplay in Apple Arcade and also movie streaming from Apple TV+. Apple did not mention anything about iPad OS that we don't already know from the WWDC event, but just to name a few, iPad OS has a redesigned home screen, supports external USB drives, and comes with a desktop-class browsing to optimize the iPad's big display. iPad OS will ship with the 7th Gen iPad, but for the iPad Air 2, there will be a software update coming on September 30th. The other iPad models will gradually receive the software update, but there is no official date yet. The 7th Gen iPad starts at 1,449 ringgit for the Wi-Fi model and 1,999 ringgit for the Wi-Fi and cellular model. It comes in silver, space grey and gold, and you can get it with 32GB of storage or 128GB of storage. Next, Apple also launched a few services. The Apple Arcade is Apple's game subscription service that includes more than 100 games which can be played on your iPhone, iPad, Mac and Apple TV, and these games are only available on Apple Arcade. It will be available on 20th September with iOS 13 over 150 countries, and with 19 ringgit and 90 cents a month, it allows access up to 6 family members. Apple also offers a 1-month free trial for this service. Apart from Apple Arcade, Apple is also launching the new Apple TV Plus for the similar price of 19 ringgit and 90 cents per month. It is its first all-original video subscription service and will be available on November 1st in over 100 countries. You can watch its originals on the Apple TV app on your iPhone, iPad, Apple TV and Mac, and even online through your browser. It has a 7-day free trial, but those who purchase any iPhone, iPad, Apple TV, iPod Touch or Mac from today onwards will be getting 1 year of Apple TV Plus for free. So that's the summary of the Apple Special Event 2019. I'll see you in the next video. Remember to subscribe to our channel KLGadgetTV, and I'm going to sleep now.